Hey guys, I have another interesting chess puzzle I wanted to share with you. This game is from 1942. It was Chernev versus Hahlbohm, two chess masters. I think this game was played in New York. So what I'm about to show you with this puzzle didn't actually occur in the game. Black spotted it and tried to defend against it. I guess that's what makes him a master. But once I'm done showing you this sequence of moves, I will show you what actually happened in the game, because it turns out that he couldn't really stop his demise here. So the last move that was made was bishop e3. Quick background here, just looking at the pieces. You can see that white's queen is, is very protected here. And juxtapose that with black's king. There's a lot of pieces, white pieces surrounding the king, which is going to make him really uncomfortable. He doesn't really have a lot of protection. He doesn't really have a lot of attacking moves pieces here. So definitely an uncomfortable spot for him. And white is clearly leading. So white plays bishop to e3 last move. Black's got to get his queen out of the way. One common move here would be queen to c7. And this is what initiates this combination. So I'll give you guys a couple of seconds. Maybe you can pause the video and think about a really fantastic combination here that could win a lot of material for white. Not necessarily checkmate the king, but just put him in a really bad spot. And I'll give you another hint. It involves a sacrifice of some sort of a piece on white's part. So I will start this sequence in a couple seconds. Okay. First move here for white is queen h7 check. And black here only has one move. He can't capture the queen, so he's going to have to move his king to f8. And from here, we get another check. Bishop to c5 check. So the king actually can't move anywhere anymore. He can't move here, can't move here. You know, those are both covered by white's pieces. So black's going to move his knight to e7 to block this check. And here comes the crazy sacrifice. Queen g6 captures the pawn. Black really kind of has to take this piece. He cannot take it with the knight because the knight's pinned via the bishop here. So black's going to take with his pawn. And you'll notice that that removes the defender of this e6 bishop. And that is the point of this whole sacrifice in this combination. So once black captures the queen here, which he really has to do, white's going to play knight e6 check. Now, this forks the queen and the king. So the king's got to move out of the way. The king can move wherever he wants. Let's say he moves here. Knight's going to play c7, and he's going to capture the queen, and he's going to get another fork, which is these two rooks, for that queen sacrifice. So let's say black moves, I don't know, here. You get another rook. So he's up a lot of material when it's all said and done in this game at this point. Does not look very good for black. And that's just an excellent combination of moves. So I'm going to go back here because black apparently saw that entire sequence. And instead of moving to c7, he ends up going to a6 instead in the actual game that was played. So now white plays knight to c5. Again, he's developing another piece closer to the center, also closer to the king, with initiative, because he's attacking his queen again. So this queen has to move. And you'll notice his queen can't really get any closer to the king that it's supposed to be protecting right now. So in the game, black played queen a4. Black would love nothing more here than to trade queens, because this queen on h4 that white's got is super dangerous. It's got this open file. It's threatening the king greatly. So black wants to get rid of these attackers and kind of clear the board and survive this attack. But of course, white is not going to let him do that because he's a chess master. So white plays queen h7 check. Black's only move is f7. And you'll notice that when white developed this knight to c5, he's attacking this bishop twice. So he takes the the bishop here on e6, and he also gets that with check. So black plays pawn to f6, and white takes this pawn on g6. Now, white is threatening checkmate on the next move, which is right here. This square is undefended by black, and that's just checkmate. So black has to defend this. One option could be maybe rook e7, but black ends up playing knight to d8, and that knight guards this square. So that's basically saving the game for him, at least for the next move. But white has another check here, a beautiful check, h7. And it was in this position that black actually just gave up the game and resigned. And we can see why here. If we go through a couple of possible moves, you can see why black really had no chances. So if black goes back here to g8, white's got this another check on f6, and regardless of where black goes, if black goes here, checkmate. If instead black goes here, well, that's also checkmate. So black didn't want to go through that checkmate, and he decided to give up the game there. I don't blame him. So as you can see, he got rid of that combination by moving the queen to a6 instead of c7, but in the end it really didn't help him, and white really won this game in pretty dominating fashion. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks. Bye.